Second house moon, Taurus moon, hello, how are you? Well, always fine. Okay, this is wonderful. If you've got a moon in this dark area of your chart, because everybody knows second, fourth, sixth, eighth, 10th, 12th house, even houses, the feminine, they're the dark houses, and the other ones are the light houses. So if you've got a dark house moon, you got choice. And in the second house and in Taurus, it's money. It's money, it's goods, it's financial stability. It is rebellion against no one. It's just, the formation of treasure, the reform of self, the knowing what you want and what you did and what you might. It's like a really silly question to ask, are you okay? Because Taurus moon, second house moon, it's not. No, I'm not okay. I want a house. Are you okay? No, I want a biscuit. I want something special. And if it's in the second house, there's most likely salivation of the mouth that is regular. There's most likely some kind of mouth or like nasal activity that's sniffing out something. There is something in the air that is tasting like something. You might taste or smell things. You might be very concentrated in your feelings, like you might touch your hair, if you're a second house moon, especially if it's like Cancer or something, you touch your hair and you're like, oh, it takes me to a place. You're always traveling abroad. Perhaps if you've got, say, a Taurus moon in a 12th house, something like that. And there is something, if you have this sort of combo like Taurus moon in any of the travel houses, like 12 and 9, even 5, but more 9, like 12 and 9, you will likely find pleasure in the simplicity of, hey, what's over there? Oh, look, there is a citadel. Let's go inside and have a see. Oh, okay, well, that smells like incense. There is something about you that is incredibly connected, well equipped for life, just for the sensual pleasure of it. And there is an answer for every story with, well, that's it. Answer for everything with, that's it. Like, say you've been with somebody for 12 years and you've been very enamored by them, and then one day you just don't feel the need, and then you go, well, that was it. And nobody freaking questions it. And this is because this moon is incredibly nice to people, while also every time getting exactly what it needs or it wants. And this moon is amazing because you know who you are more than anyone. You have a feeling of reality that is beyond reality. You know exactly who, what, where, why, and how, but you don't need to think and you don't have to worry unless you got like a lot of planets like Mars and Venus conjunct in the 12th, like you don't need to worry. You're just basically floating about and you're doing your thing. And you're wondering about things from almost a perspective of a gallery owner. Okay, would I have that in my house? I don't know. Would it look good for the public? I don't care. I think I might buy that. And freaking what? Buy whatever you need or whatever you feel the guts telling you to get, because whatever you can master in this life will be eventually created or recreated through attainment. It's like if you can buy something, you can get something, you can attain it, that means it's good. And then whatever you can attain, then you can keep around. And if it lasts, then you can make a living out of it. So for example, if you got a master degree of arts, but you never know yourself as an artist, you don't quite settle on any genre in particular, you kind of float about, but then at the same time, by your 30s, you might say, have a collection of pieces by other human beings that you find really nice. And you got a little collection of postcards, you got a little collection of something, stamps, or a collection of nice fine materials. Make it your job. If you don't know who you are as a being, like a big shiny thing, there's no point in being. If you can listen to yourself and feel what feels good to you and share it with people. Like you got these stamps, you got a collection of stamps, for example, you're like, hey, look at these guys, these feel really good. Because people trust what you feel, because sensory sign you are. It's like you know what's good for you. Okay, like first house moon, I'm first house moon. I have no freaking idea what feels good. I'm just like, I'm excited, let's go. But you, second house moon, Taurus moon. It's all about the feelings. Like, oh, this feels good to me. Look at this texture. Like, you'll be eating at a restaurant and you'll be chewing it for a long time and you'll be like, oh, that's magnificent, you know? And then if you can tell the waiter, wow, hey, that was an amazing meal, thank you so much, he'll begin to see you in a different way. Like, everybody sort of sees you in like a certain really stable way until you can share your knowledge. Like, share your knowledge and like dip people's toes into the world of possibility through the sensory experience. So for example, if you've got a gallery space, really like open the doors for the public. Really don't be afraid, because sometimes you don't feel misunderstood, but like wanted. Like, we don't really like fall to our feet, you know, at your feet. We don't really fall around you like, oh my god, he's the most beautiful man in the world. We're kind of like, because you probably expect it on some level. You probably want people to be vulnerable around you because you can hack it, you can handle it, kind of think it's nice. You're nice around it. You're nice around pandering people. You're a very good host. But at the same time, like, you sort of want to feel what it's like to really be here. And that is what makes you so unique and what makes you able to politely seduce people with music or the art or your voice, because it's also the house of the voice, you know, of the throat. Very politely spoken words, nicely worn perfume, a very brief introduction into esoteric arts can bring you to crystals, to any kind of like a store where you can open up some kind of a boutique and just listen to music for a long time, and just using your senses is something that can really bring to you more than enough everything. So if you've got Taurus moon, second house moon, use that to your advantage. Like, seriously, okay, so suffocating at your job, you know, running around errands, you know, doing errands for everyone. Don't do that. We can keep on doing it depending how you're placed with other things or other aspects of your chart, but I would really suggest don't think about it if it feels good, because you are like the master of energy or feeling. There is something in you that can really seduce through that, and then you can attain anything. So anyway, what you want to do if you're a woman, Taurus moon, is to place yourself into comfort most of the time. Make sure that you're wearing the right perfume. Make your feelings sound within you. You don't need to talk about things, but when you do talk, things come to you a lot more. If you can, put yourself into a suit if you're a man that is of good quality, and have a woman in you or around you that will please you through cooking, like pleasure you through just being a beautiful lady. And that's pretty much that. Like, it's a very simple, beautiful placing for people. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this prognose. If you've got any questions, please go ahead and ask. I most likely won't be responding to the ones down there, but I've got a email address you can email me on, or, you know, there's a website, you can check it out. If you like my prognoses, why not get one for yourself? I will do my best. I will even brush my hair just for you. Thank you very much for listening, and I'll see you next time.